just pull up a link here real quick. I feel much more casual about the live gaming videos than the actual live stream videos when I'm in camera. Uh-oh. How do I do this? Also say hey. Yeah, we're doing a live stream. We're doing another quarantine live session with my favorite guest star, Get Crumped, aka Jordan Smith. How you doing, buddy? Surviving?
Surviving.
All right. Where are we here? So it says I'm online. I cannot find my video though.
Are you streaming on what's your platform when you stream?
YouTube. Easier to link.
That I don't know. I find that true.
But I can't find my, like, on my actual YouTube, I don't seem to have a video going. Like, they usually send me something. You know what I mean?
Let me check your YouTube.
Oh,
it says you're live on my side.
Okay. So how do I, what's the link? Do you want to send, can you send me the link to it?
But just about to do that.
Amazing, my friend. Because if you send me that link, then I can post that link. Jordan sent a link. How do I forward more? I just want to copy that. Yeah, there we go. And see. Boom, boom, boom. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Time for some Warzone. Don't forget to subscribe. Drop a hello in the comments.
Oh, and make sure you set your notifications to on.
No, I just mean because, like, I just do this for the people on Facebook, but sometimes they'll like comment on the post when I do a live video, and it's just like I'm not on Facebook at all, so I can't tell. Sweet. All right. Well, we're live. It's posted. It's shared. Let's get going. You want? So they have a new update. You got the new update, yeah?
Probably.
Well, they have two new updates.
My PS4 does it updates like right automatically, so it's probably already updated. However, I haven't played in like I don't know how long.
It's actually been like a week and a half for me since actually basically since I started my new job, like 2 weeks now.
So yeah, where are you working? I was going to ask you that.
Yo, so I'm at the grocery store. I'm at Loblaws, but I work in the receiving department.
Nice.
Which is kind of amazing. It's great because of the pandemic, because I don't have to deal with people in the front. So I just have to deal with drivers in the back, which is a very limited interaction back there. And my hours, like, so there's a lot of things I got to get used to, I got to say. Like, I've never worked a union job before.
Oh, it's unionized. That's weird. I did not know that. I did not know Loblaws was union.
It is. It is. I don't know what the union number is because I'm just a temp, so it doesn't matter to me. But I'm technically a union.
What's the union?
UFCW, UCFW.
United Steelworkers.
No, it's food workers. Yeah, I think it's United Canadian Food Workers. I think it's UCFW. That's the thing with being union, though, is
oh shit, eh?
when we're union, so here's, like, I'm working 40 hours a week, right?
Yeah.
But I'm also not a senior staff by any means. Like, it's my second week on the job. So in terms of overtime, because of the union, I'm not entitled to any overtime unless seniority has already gotten theirs first.
Oh, I'm well aware of the unfortunates of being unionized.
Well, I've never done it before, so it's such a wild... Like, I'm used to closing bars, for instance, right? Like, managing a bar.
Wait, have you only ever had, like, bar jobs?
Yeah, dude, I've been in restaurants for 9 years, 10 years. I've worked...
Jesus.
Sorry, that's not totally true. I worked... Okay, so side note, my side jobs, what have I done? I sold credit cards for a few months. But that wasn't a union job, that was just like... That was such easy money, man. It was so wild. I sold credit cards to university freshmen. And, like, I didn't even sell the credit cards. I just kind of told them to sign up to check if they were eligible, and I would give them a sweater if they signed up.
Holy shit, wow, they took away a lot of the contracts.
They really did. Wow, and Frank is on our team. Frank is claiming the wrong thing there. I think we should go for this one over here. I think that looks much better. Yeah, so what's the new game mode? So it's
shotguns and sniper rifles.
Shotguns and sniper rifles. Okay, so I'm gonna actually, what I'll do then, I'm gonna go ahead and go take this building over here. So I'll if it's snipers, I'm happy to like take. Oh, there's people up there. I'm gonna not go there. I'm gonna come over here. All right.
Your primary objective is to kill them all. Enemies in the area. Enemies in the area.
Let's see what happens.
Move to the next area.
Okay, I got a shotgun, which is not great for a rooftop landing.
Enemies in the area. Affirmative. Enemies in the area.
Hello, Quarantine Live fans. It's good to see you again if you're joining in. It's been a while since we've done a video game video, so we figured we'd jump into one of those. But we're going to do a more 7 Days to Die is super fun, and if you just tuning in, I do have Jordan here, who I was playing 7 Days to Die with. Hey, Jordan.
Hello.
We still have that game going. I have a new schedule, and Jordan has a very busy schedule, so in terms of
I'm
playing,
essential.
We're both essential now, guys. We don't have time to play video games. We literally decided we were going to play Warzone together about 20-30 minutes ago. So this is great because we can still do this. Also, this is going to be a little bit more action-packed for the people tuning in. No side conversations in German and me just breaking down trees and stuff. Although I say that, and I'm literally just like sitting here claiming a recon marker. Super not doing anything at all. Can I have a sniper, please? There we go.
Oh,
all
contact.
right. Cool, cool, cool. Going to the roof. Are they across the street? Yes, across the street, maybe. Ooh, my controller's weird. There we go. Alright, it's stuck there for a second. I also might have to up my sensitivity. Where's that? Is that contact still there? Do you want to mark it, maybe?
I do not see where they are. I think they're over here.
Oh. I heard that.
Nader!
Oh yeah, so Jordan doesn't have a stream going tonight. He's just going to be a good old audio commentary tonight. Can we say why, Jordan?
Honestly, I just didn't feel like it tonight.
I don't think that's the real reason. I feel like it's to save someone from potential embarrassment on camera.
Oh, no, there's that, but I don't know, man. I was just kind of like, eh.
It's true. There is something much more, like, it's just so chill doing this without a video camera, man. Oh, right below me.
Oh, Christ. Christ almighty. Christ almighty.
Coming down the flank behind
jumping
you.
out a window.
Where are they? I'm with you. I'm behind the wall.
I don't know, but they're like chasing
Oh, behind me, behind me, behind me. Up, fire station and down the road. I'm out. So is there a gulag in this version? There is indeed a gulag in this version. I can confirm since I'm the first one dead. Oh yeah, man. So talking about where union jobs. So like, I'm scheduled for 40 hours, and right now the department I'm in is super short-staffed. Basically, I started a week ago, and I'm training 2 people because
Jesus.
there was 1 full-time manager and 1 full-time staff when I started a week ago, and he just transferred to a different department, so I'm actually the only full-time staff at the moment, which is kind of wild. Oh, come back. There we go. Got him. Yeah, so I'm training people. They're like, what do we do with this? I'm like, dude, I started a week ago. I have no idea. But I'm used to closing, like, I'm used to running bars or working restaurants and stuff. And so when it's like, in that kind of industry, you're scheduled till 10 p.m., but let's say I'm closing bar, I'm not going to leave my job half finished at 10 p.m. and just clock out, right? Like, I'm going to finish closing the bar. Whereas here, it's like, I left today, I was like, man, a truck just pulled up. There's 13 skids in there. Like, you want me to stick around and help out? And he was like, nah, dude, like, it's 3:35. You're supposed to leave 5 minutes ago. I was like, all right. But it's such a wild concept to me. But it's also like, it's a place now where there's staff there 24 hours a day. So the job will never end. And there will always be work to do. And there will always be someone there to do it. So like, yeah, I'll leave my work unfinished, but there's someone there to do it for me. And he's going to leave his, and someone is going to, right? It never ends. It's a wild adjustment. I'm not equipped for this, but I'm the first one dead, and I'm not great with any equipment right now, so let me just go for it.
Oh, I'm down, Will.
Where?
Just below you in the stair. Oh, wait, no, Frank is above me.
I might be able to get to you. Where did you get down from? Do you know?
Stairwell.
Oh, in the building still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, there's like stupid amounts of people sniping right now.
It is literally just snipers and shotguns, man. Okay, I'm scared. This is...
Shit.
You're out?
No, I'm just really mad that I didn't kill that guy.
Oh. That's fair. It's also wild to go from working in an industry where I typically went to bed around 5 or 6 in the morning to waking up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work. I gotta up my sensitivity real quick. You're on my team, right? Yeah, cool, cool, cool. You're here. Oh, wait, what? Did I just see someone else following me up the stairs? Did you come out with me?
No. I've been up here the whole time.
Was Frank up there with you the whole time?
Yep.
Okay, I may or may not have seen that's wild, man. I'm glad I'm streaming this because I'm gonna have to watch that footage. I think I saw someone on the staircase, looked at them, went, "You're on my team," and just like turned around and left, and so did he though. But he didn't shoot me.
Hey, they're just like, okay, we're on the same team, I guess.
Yeah, that was... I don't know if that actually worked out or not. So, like, I'm all for the sniping, except that everyone is sniping now. So I've lost my advantage as being a sniper. Oh, I have... Do we have any targets? Do you want to hit that recon? It's right there. Oh, on me.
Oh, where at? Oh, I see it.
Mark. Hit. I got a way faster gun than he does. Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mounted now. This feels much nicer. Yeah, so watch that rooftop for sure. Oh, we got another viewer popped in. Hello, friends. Welcome to the party. If you jot down your comments, I should be able to see them in the video. So feel free to say hello. We're playing the new Warzone update right now, which is just shotguns and sniper rifles. So, man, oh man, kind of wild. I'm gonna move to a different building just so they don't know where I am anymore.
Enemies in the area and secure the perimeter.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna make my way that way, I guess.
Kind of want to get to the roof first.
Do you want me to go for their roof? Just like try and flank?
I got it.
Friendly precision airstrike inbound.
That works. That should do the trick.
There we go.
Got it.
I at least destroyed their thing.
Nice, nice, nice. I don't think they're still up there.
Allied cluster strike inbound.
Oh, god damn it. It's just missing the top of the building.
No, that's up.
Oh, contact somewhere. I don't know where because it's all sniping.
Sweet. Loving it. Ba-da-da-da-da. Did you ever play that game where you had to guess the jingle?
The jingle? No.
Like like on a road trip or something, where you just like hum jingles to each other and you had to like guess where they were from.
Nah, see, I grew up with like a typical like black road trip type of deal where it was like shut the hell up.
Oh yeah, see, sorry, I forgot.
It's okay.
It's just Jordan, sometimes I'm just so black sometimes I forget that black people are a different race than me.
Exactly.
It's hard. Wow, he's in front of me. Good thing I'm switching my weapons out. That's stupid. Oh, you come here. Come here. I see you. I see you. Okay, there's one in that building. Oh, missed. Armor down.
I
Missed. Armor. Reloading. Oh my gosh, this is wild. Armor down in the building. Okay, no armor in the building, and one behind it has no armor.
Oh.
Is there anyone in the courtyard? Because there's one in the building, in the middle.
Enemies in the area.
Nice.
Oh, he's not there anymore.
Oh, well, that's not good. He went behind it then, because I was watching the whole time. Ow. On my side, on my side. He's down. Nice. I think Frank got that one. I wonder if his friend is with him. Just checking the roofs. Yeah, I have no armor, by the way. So I will...
I'll drop you some.
I got one plate.
Here, I got you.
Thank you, thank you. Where are ya? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna take that car 98. Sweet.
Does anyone need this? Supply box marked. Secure the package.
Oh, I should give a shout out to my, for some reason, my my YouTube. I don't know if it thinks that I live in Europe or it just knows that North Americans don't like me and Europeans like me more. But it like auto streams to a bunch of like German and Eastern European like regions and stuff. So Здравствуйте, добрый день, добрый день, and guten Tag, everyone from my European subscribers.
And for the British people,
Top
hello,
of the
mate.
afternoon to ya.
Tea and crumpet.
A little bit of tea and crumpets, yeah? What can I get for you, my darling? I call a lot of people darling, just like by default, because I think it's a very like it's very hard to take darling as being like sexually aggressive, right?
Oh, darling.
It's hard to miss it, right? Like you could say something like I could be very like flirty but being fun about it and joking and just like call everybody baby, and it's like, and I do that with a lot of my friends and stuff. Like I literally I sent a text message to a friend of mine. I was like, hey, like I'm gonna be streaming some Warzone if you want to tune in, baby. And it's like, that's just fun and they know it, but I can't say that to strangers because someone might get offended. But darling is very like non-aggressive, non-threatening. But
in certain contexts.
But and even if you were to take it aggressively, it would be very easy to explain away me calling you darling as opposed to me calling you baby. Also, I find that darling works better in terms of just like across genders, unless you have very like, I'm super straight, I'm a dude, and then you call them darling and they get a little mad at you. But like even then it's like, bro, like what do you want? Like you can't be offended by the term darling.
See, you say that, and I literally know people will be offended by being called darling.
And you know what? I think that they're wrong. Like, it's such a non... It's like when... It's like the term, like, Ms. Right? Like, not Miss, not Mrs., but, like, saying Ms. in, like, North American language is literally, like, the least... Like, it doesn't imply anything. It literally means, I don't know if you're single or married. I'm not going to assume your age. I'm not going to assume your marital status. I'm not going to assume anything about you, except your gender, which might offend some people today, which is fair. But, like, in terms of, like, darling is the sexual version of Ms. There's someone behind that rock there. Oh, he got me first. I saw him.
Hey, I'm not going to be able to grab that.
Want to grab me?
Always.
Frank got me. It's okay. Shout out to our teammate. Too bad he can't hear us. I'm just going to hit the ground real quick.
Oh, contact outside. Ooh, fucking beautiful shot.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is moving.
What's Frank up to? Oh, I see him. He's on Frank. Hit. Oh, he's right behind you, right behind you. Nicely done. Does he have a shotgun on him?
I think so. Oh, crap, I'm running to the storm.
No, he has a bolt action. Yeah, I don't know if we can save Frank here. Oh, jeez. He got me. He's in the storm. He's right beside me.
Oh, he killed me too.
Frank? Oh, no, okay. Alright, okay. So this is the new update. So there's one little issue with this update is that I literally, like, titled the video that it was going to be the new update. So we're kind of committed to playing the new update. Oh wait, can I, yeah, see, I can do this though. Don't fill, so we can just do the two of us.
And my brother is still not online. Of course not.
Of course not. I got to watch one truck driver take 20 minutes to back into the receiving dock today. That was fun. It's like, and I don't work at a warehouse, so I work at a grocery store's receiving dock, so there's a certain advantage because there's no other traffic. Like the only other traffic you're dealing with is like pedestrians, 1 or 2 cars, and like maybe you're delivering at the same time as another truck. But typically, like, we don't have a queue of trucks lined up for deliveries. They all show up scattered throughout the day. Whereas if you're at a warehouse, you have to deal with like 17 other 18-wheelers all moving about and doing stuff, and you have to like narrowly pick which garage you're going into. But in a warehouse, there's more space to maneuver, whereas here you're just on the street. This poor guy, literally, like, I was watching him back in, and he just, like, he would back up like a meter, stop the truck, go to the passenger seat, look out the window, check his spacing, go back to the driver's seat, adjust, and then go back again. It hurt, man. It's like, you have side mirrors.
Now, speaking of like traffic and all that, what's it like downtown right now?
I think I had one video once where I mentioned the best part about quarantine right now is how easy it is to jaywalk. Like, the streets aren't dead. Like, I am downtown, right?
Yeah.
But, like, rush hour is non-existent.
Warm-up's done. Time to kick this off.
There's literally not a single, like, typically there's 2 streets by my apartment that, like, between 3 and 5 you cannot go down them, and like between 3 and 5 I can't take an Uber or a cab from my place because I know it'll just get stuck in that traffic trying to leave. That doesn't exist anymore.
Battle Royale.
I do gotta say
Get to the safe zone.
that
I'm looking for something.
Are we still doing the sniping thing?
Yeah, I found one right on the edge there.
I can use that.
I think we might need to break stream rules and do a regular one after.
I think we might have to. Well, what I was thinking is we'll do this and then we'll like finish with a regular one.
Like, I gotta admit, man, I'm actually like speeding on the highway right now because like it's weird. When I drive, I typically like will gauge how fast I'm going by the other cars.
By the other traffic, right? Oh, dude, I feel you completely. And a part of me, like, mentally in the back of my head too, I'm like, bro, if I get stopped, like, I'm not gonna get stopped if the guy in front of me doesn't get stopped.
Exactly. And
right?
like
Like,
you coming in.
Okay.
Oh, they're literally going for the that thing.
Cool. Yeah, I heard the glass. I'm going for a different building.
Eliminate all targets in the AO.
I'm just getting out of there. I just want a weapon out. Or not, JK.
I tried to fight.
You'll lead them in.
I tried to get weapons and I didn't get shit. Oh wow, I missed it. All right, where are they at?
The gulag. If they survive, they can redeploy.
All right, I'm in the gulag.
It's early. Hopefully you're against a pretty sad player.
Your teammate got
Nope,
proper
they kicked
sighting.
my ass.
Send them the
Sweet. Should I just like rush it then?
It's up to you now.
Yeah, let's do what you do.
I'm a bum rush. I'm nowhere near your amount of money, right?
Now,
Oh, okay. See, bum rush. There you go. We'll just restart real quick. That one doesn't count. Yeah, I'll just die in the gulag. It's fine. That doesn't count,
oh, okay.
right?
Win here and you return to the front line. You lose, your fight is over. You're up, soldier. Now go sort this fucker out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so one time I played this game and I had like, you know, sometimes you're playing by yourself and you just like get yourself tasks to do between matches, right?
Kinda.
Especially with a game like this, because it's like I know I have at least 2-3 minutes, so it's like perfect. That's enough time for me to put away the dishes I washed earlier or something like that, right? And I did that once, but I got like carried away by my task. And so I was AFK for a whole game. I rejoined, like I sat back down and I was in the gulag and didn't even pick up my controller and won in the gulag. Like the other guy was more AFK than me. He got kicked like a second before I got kicked, but I won in the gulag without touching my controller.
Nice.
And I wish there was an achievement for it.
So here's a controversial question for you then.
Okay.
Do you think the term essential worker is being overused?
Yes and no. Actually, honestly, I think it's not fair to say yes and no. So I think I'm going to commit to an answer, and I will commit to saying no. I don't think it's being overused.
Okay. How come?
I think some people are exaggerating the use themselves. Like, I think there's some people who are working from home, for instance, who consider themselves essential, who aren't essential, who just have the opportunity to work from home. But I think there's a lot of menial, potentially considered meaningless jobs that a lot of people wouldn't even think about that are actually still hugely important in terms of, like, national infrastructure or like trade routes. And like I know I watched a video the other day, just some guy making fun of it, being like, oh, like I'm essential, like what do you do? Is like, are you like a paramedic? It's like, nah. Like, do you work at a grocery store? It's like, nah. Like, what do you do? It's like, I break rocks for, like, I move machinery and break rocks at a quarry, and I'm still working in the quarantine. And it's like, yeah, but if he stops, then all of the construction stops. And if all of the construction stops, we suddenly can't build any new hospital wards. We can't build any new, like, if a road breaks, we can't fix it. Like, that's actually hugely important to infrastructure, right?
That's true.
And it's like, look at me. Like, my job is so, like, as an individual, I feel like my job is super pointless. Like, anyone can do my job, and there will always be somebody doing my job. Like, if I don't show up at work tomorrow, my job will get done. Somebody will be unhappy about it, and they will have to do it. But, like, it will always get done because it has to. But that's the thing, because it has to get done. So I am essential.
See, that part I get. Now, I'm going to catch a lot of shit for this.
Okay.
Um,
It's cool. I have like 3 viewers. You're fine, man. Get like
so
2
this
death
whole
threats.
and like I said, man, I know for a fact I'm going to catch shit. I think this whole like people, like someone referred to me the other day as like a hero, and it's like, I'm not a fucking hero, man.
And so your job, like, just for whoever's listening who doesn't know as well, and just to like remind me specifically, you are a security guard at a hospital, correct?
Yes.
See,
No,
I would consider that job essential. I wouldn't consider you a hero unless you, like... But I also, like, maybe I'm old-fashioned. I think a hero has to, like, save someone's life.
But see, and I've done that before. However...
But it was your job to do that.
Exactly. I know and I know a bunch of nurses also think this as well, and doctors, and a bunch of other, like, healthcare workers. We knew that this shit was a possibility when we signed up for our job.
You knew what you were getting into.
Yeah.
It's like a soldier. Like, you know what you signed up for, dude.
Like, I was almost comparing, like, the way that I'm being treated right now at stores and such is the same as, like, how war heroes get treated.
Which is kind of ridiculous. Like, you have an important job, and you are an important person, but, like, and I don't mean to condescend you, but, like, if you quit, someone else will do your job.
See that part, I think I would disagree with that section of that. Holy shit, is this building actually that short? Wow.
Like you don't, but like you know, like in the sense of like if you quit, or if you give your 2 weeks notice, your job will find someone and train them to take over and do the job that you are doing.
Yes, so it's a little bit more complicated than that, because like healthcare security is very, like, I'm not gonna lie, so healthcare security is a little bit different, just because like you do have to deal with like the mental health aspect of the job.
So do you have special training for that?
Yeah.
And
Like,
do you do that through your security guard job, or did you just have to privately do that?
The hospital provided it, but
Okay.
it's like,
Oh, contact.
oh, where am I getting shot from? I'm in cover.
The building right in front.
Enemies in the area.
I think he's up though. I don't think he's.
Yeah, I see him. He's like looking right at me. Fuck.
I don't see him, so if I can flank him.
Ah, god damn it, he got me down.
Okay, I'm
He's
going
probably
around.
jumping in, coming to me.
Oh yeah, I see him. I just saw the parachute.
Oh, yeah, he's right there.
Movement.
Where'd he go?
No, shit, dodge.
I don't see him, dude.
Drop point for your team, soldier.
One's on top of the
That's a
shelter
hit.
to your left.
I got them both. I know where they both. Oh, now I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna bail. Seems a little safer at the time, right? Just kidding, haha.
So like, do I think your average security guard could do my job? No.
No, and that's not what I meant. I just meant in the sense of
You can always have a go
fuck
at
this.
this.
you will.
Give them some
Nicely
choice
done.
words or smash their mugs with a well-placed
Like, they can't just pick someone up off the street to do your job. And they
Yeah,
cannot
like-
just take someone out of training and be like, hey, you're gonna go do his job.
yourself sorted. You're up.
Yeah, no.
And no one can replace the experience that you have on the job, right?
No, exactly.
But,
Win here
like-
and you return to the front line. You lose, your fight is over.
I guess a better way is like
Sort them out or capture the
your work ethic and
looking a little worse.
your work ethic and personality and attitude on the job.
Oh, for
And
fuck's sakes.
did you just die again, dude?
Yeah, I tried to go down a ladder and I fucking fell.
Okay, you know what we said we were gonna do. I know I titled it the update. We played the update. We're over the update. I'm not a huge fan. I get the appeal, but like I like to use teams of 4. Does it have to be a team of 4?
Yeah, so they only do the 4, not 3, which is fine.
But
Let me see
can
my
I do,
brothers,
if I do don't fill, will we be a team of 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can still do that though, that's fine. I don't like playing with one stranger, I don't want to play with 2.
Like, for example, now don't get me wrong, I'm going to sound like a huge hypocrite. I'm still using the benefits of being a healthcare worker. Like, don't get me wrong, like, being able to skip the line in Costco is amazing.
Oh, is that something you get?
Yeah.
Do you have a card? Or like, how does that
Just
work?
my hospital ID badge.
Okay, but it's something like Costco gave. They were like, we're going to offer this to healthcare workers.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, well, I know, like, the app I use an app for my yoga at home. They released, basically, they were like, all of our premium versions are going to be free for 4 weeks because of the pandemic, because we know a bunch of gyms are closed, which was super cool. And then, like, a week later, they sent another email, and they were like, actually, we're still going to keep everything free for 4 weeks, but if you're a healthcare worker, let us know. It's free for life.
Yeah, like that.
Now's a good time to warm up.
But that's individual companies. See, I don't get perks like that. I'm an essential worker. But here's the other thing with essential workers now is now it's like, because like we were saying, it's like the guy who's making rocks. Like if he stops making rocks, our transit infrastructure might... Oh, I'm so glad I'm streaming that. I know it's the pre-lobby, but that was such a sexy headshot. Wow. That was incredible. So, but now the question is, like, who's more essential? And how do you decide who's more essential? Like, what's the next step, right? Right now we're at, like, oh, only essential workers are going to work. But it's like, okay, if we have to quarantine further, who, like, do you lose your job before the doctors? Or do the doctors lose their job before you because the doctors can't do their job without you because they might get hurt without you?
See, I don't think, and as messed up as it sounds, is I don't think security will ever become non-essential, regardless of like the industry it's in.
Well, if it exists in an industry, there's a reason it exists and it will be essential. There's a bunch of industries that it's not in that it will probably never be essential for, that some people might think it is, right?
Like take for example, the break-ins that have been happening downtown.
But that's not a security issue. That's a policing issue.
But if security is there, we would either prevent or arrest the individuals for doing it on the spot, right?
But that's like, so what? Does the city contract out security guards to patrol the streets?
No. Like, let's say, okay, so you know what? Fat Boys, for example, right? Fat Boys would employ a security guard.
Okay, for a business that works really well, yes. But what about like the private residences? Like a homeowner isn't going to be expected to hire private security for their house.
Not homes, but I know like so. Example, one of the companies I work for, well, kind of work for. Not shit! I hit X by accident.
Okay. Lead the way. I'll follow you.
That was totally by accident.
It's all good. Oh, we're playing the real one now, right?
So, what was I saying? Yeah, so the apartment buildings, for example, will employ security guards.
Yeah.
Ottawa Community Housing.
They have their own.
As well.
They have their own security though, like not even a private company. Like, doesn't OCH have their own?
OCH,
yeah,
exactly. That's still a security guard, and that's what I mean. Like, regardless of the industry.
Oh, hello, new viewers. How are you? Feel free to drop a comment, say hello. We're playing some Warzone. Jordan is here. Jordan.
Yep.
We're currently discussing essential staff, and our current debate is kind of like, I guess, the definition of what's considered essential and who's considered essential. And Jordan's a security guard, and so right now the conversation is that, and we're both on the same point on this one for sure, in the sense of security is always going to be essential. People will always need security.
And like, I think security is always going to be there, just because like, eventually, like, let's say like we go into like complete lockdown, emergency act gets invoked, police are not going to be able to handle everything.
No, of course not. I will just throw this one little caveat in there just to like fuck with your day a little bit. Security will always be essential. Security personnel may not.
See, like, I don't know about that.
We may get to a point in technology where, you know what I mean? It's just like, you don't need someone, and case in point, like, look at really, for instance, like, I'll use the really wealthy as an example. A lot of really wealthy people do have private security guards, but a lot of really wealthy people have a private security guard who watches their security system, not patrolling the area. And his job is to respond to an incident, but isn't really, right? Like, they have the alarms, they have the security in place, and you can't even get onto the property. Someone's just maintaining it, really.
See, so with that, I will say that I don't think, like, don't get me wrong, I think, like, technology is definitely the way that it's going to go. But I don't think that automation will ever beat human ingenuity when it comes to security.
Fair? Yep.
Because, like, take breaking a crime, right? Like,
what's a robot going to do?
Well, not even just that. Perfect example is use of force, right?
Ooh, this is going to be an interesting debate thing. Go on.
So like, and like, how familiar are you with use of force before I like really get in it?
Interestingly enough, I know the laws regarding use of force for the United States police force in most states, and for the British police. I don't know the laws in our country.
All right. So we have sections 24, 25. Ooh, someone's by me.
Oh, okay, I'm behind you, but far.
No. Like someone's like super close near me. I just heard them open.
I'm gonna hit up the hill and I'll see if I can spot him. Covering.
But like, let's say, like I don't think a robot will be able to like
Gas is inbound.
properly judge how much force should be applied, right? For example, like let's say you have someone in a wheelchair.
Tango, hold on. I missed. Marking.
Contact.
Oh, I'm gonna catch him
Hit.
right outside.
He's got
Is he on this roof right here?
low
Oh.
armor. No, he's below. He's on the road. He's in front of you. I hit all his armor.
Oh, ooh. Hit him. Ah, shit.
Movement.
I have an
Oh, you're like
incredible-
nowhere near me.
No, I can't do anything about that, man. Sorry. I have an incredible gun, though, if you get to spectate me. Yeah, go on. So
yeah, like let's say
If they survive,
like
they
making a split decision, they're not going to know what kind of force is needed.
so take deadly force, right? That's the big one. Let's say somebody's wielding a knife against me, right?
So my understanding in Canada, for instance, is if somebody is wielding a knife against you and you are armed, let's say you have a handgun on you, you are not like, just because they have a knife, you cannot use your weapon.
That is false.
Okay. See, I thought they had to be like, not necessarily running towards you, but like not listening to you and getting closer.
No, if so if they have a knife, right? Like let's
Yep.
say like we're also talking like I'm actually engaged with this individual.
Yeah, you've approached them. You've
So
talked
if I am
to them.
armed and they pull out a knife, I'm going to blow that fucker's head off.
After you, but you like, not like out of nowhere. Like, you've said hello. You've said who you are.
So yeah, like I said, if I'm engaged with this person now, like I've already like tried to like verbally de-escalate. But however, if they're if they have a knife out
If
in
they
front
are
of me,
within striking distance, you are within your full right to just wipe them out.
now do you know what striking distance is considered though?
If so, I know that for other places, with a melee, so with a short, like a stabbing weapon, or a melee weapon, so like a handheld object,
Yeah.
it's minimum 4, maximum 8 to 10, I think it is.
Oh god, 21 feet.
So if I have a knife and I'm 21 feet away from you, and you told me to put the knife
you
down,
can close that distance in less than 5 seconds.
how long does it take you to pull a trigger?
Now you also got to remember that my gun wouldn't be drawn from the get-go, right?
So 21 feet is implying this is the time it takes you to, like, unholster, take the gun off, take the safety off, aim, and fire.
No. 21 feet that's how quickly you can like close a gap.
But that's what I mean. So it's like if I'm 21 feet away from you and you are holstered, the reason why it's so far away is because you need to have time to unholster, take your safety off, aim, fire, right? Like you're not
Yeah.
aiming your gun when they approach.
Exactly. Now some people are like obviously with training, like people can like pull a gun out and shoot super fucking quick.
And I'm sure there's people who 21 feet's not going to be enough time for them, and they're just going to like
No.
drop it on the floor, right?
Like, and you could just be walking towards me if I feel
threatened and I'm close enough.
Yeah, exactly. If you're getting close enough to me, and I'm like, you know what, you're walking towards me with a knife. I think my life is in danger at this point. Yeah, I would be just to pull the trigger.
See, that's really interesting.
Now, it's like another big question is, am I going for like the head? Am I like, I like this gun.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Okay, I'll take that one.
We should probably just like head. Want to just run on foot? We can probably make it.
There is a Lodo drop right there, though.
Sure.
So
I know, like in Britain, for example, if someone is approaching you with a knife, like
Enemy UAV overhead.
unless you are being stabbed, you basically cannot. You can engage them with non-lethal force.
now in Britain, though, you guys do not carry firearms. Right?
A lot do nowadays.
Okay.
And there are different branches of the police in terms of just different levels of it. Like it's a little bit different in there, but it's so. For instance, like a constable doesn't have the same entitlements and rights as a detective.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like you're a cop, you have these rights. It's like you're a specific type of cop, and you can do specific types of things.
So I'm just gonna pull up the. Have you ever heard of the use of force model?
I think I've heard of it because I studied psychology of law for a little bit, so I've heard of it in reference in court cases and stuff, but I don't.
So it's the big circle thingy.
Yeah. Okay, I've seen it.
Okay.
I know about it, but like, please go on.
So, goddamn image isn't loading, so I can't really read it. It's also really hard to read something and like
While you're doing this?
attempt not to get shot in the face.
That's fair. That is very
Get
fair.
to the safe zone.
I hate walking past all these chests.
Like, just load, will ya?
Okay, I feel safe.
Ooh, I will definitely take you, Corpse Maker. Any gun that is called the Corpse Maker is a good gun.
It does sound pretty sweet. I have a heartbeat sensor, so I'm much more bold about exploring now.
Overhead.
It's actually making me so mad that like none of these images are fucking loading.
That is frustrating. Well, while that's loading, I know, so for instance,
there we go.
This is only true of some states, this is not true of all states. I know in certain states, for instance, the lethal force rule is you cannot, so there are some places where you cannot use it at all. Like it is extremely limited on the rules to use it. And then there's other places where, because there's something called, I can't remember the term exactly, but it's basically like if you're ever stopped by police, especially like if you're near a crime that has just happened and you're just a random bystander, a lot of the time you'll notice they'll tell you or ask you to do things and you feel like it's absolutely stupid and a waste of time because you're not involved. That's just them checking your, like, if you will listen, your compliance level. And there are some states in the US where even if, for instance, you are in your car and like they ask you to take your driver's license or they ask you to turn off your ignition, if you might be a threat or your license plate scanned up as a red flag and you're not listening to the compliance requests, you're now considered a major threat. Got one down the road over there. And one around the building over there. I got a bunch. Okay, hold on. Let's focus here for a second.
Ready? Gonna. Also, just so you know, is the gas creeping on us back there, or is it
No, I think we have a bit of time, don't we? 45 seconds. Who are you shooting at? I don't see anyone. Oh, I see him.
hit marker?
Movement.
Yeah,
Oh, we got
just fell.
Oh, that was fucking sweet.
They're dropping a loadout, or... I'm gonna move to the roof of the bank if I can make it. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I totally am. Booyah.
Closing in.
Down
gotta-
one.
Oh, we gotta keep moving now, shoot. Trying to flank on the side here.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Flanking on the other side of the building.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh, I think they know I'm here.
Oh shit. Storm.
I got a bunch of hits. Oh yeah, even more. Two guys in front of me. I hit them both. Oh, one down the road. Oh my gosh, this is like a party and a half. What is going on?
Wait, is it a Warzone?
Yeah, it's just regular Warzone. Behind me too. I'm out.
Alright.
I haven't been in that blue like it. I don't think we're late enough for it to matter though, right?
Listen up, soldier.
Oh, you guys are all gonna die anyways.
Return to the front line. But if you
Oh, it's too far away from the
to earn
motherfuckers.
your freedom, soldier.
I dropped my controller for a second. I made a mistake. Oh god!
Looking a little worse for wear.
Okay, that's bad.
Learn from the lot. Failure's a proper teacher.
Oh, so you use the force. That's what I was saying.
Correct.
Okay. So, alright, no, I'm just gonna download the image and send it to you so you kind of have like an image of what I'm talking about there.
Fair. I like it.
No,
Oh,
that.
man. Look at... there's a bunch of comments, but I didn't even see. Sorry, Patrick Bird. I did open the page now, though, if you want to keep chatting, if you're still around. I can totally talk to you now. Welcome to the party. Patrick Bird, actually. Patrick Bird may have some things to say about Lethal Force, being a member of the artillery in the Canadian Forces. If he's still around.
So based off the use of force part, right?
He actually sent me a message on Facebook saying, I wish I could comment on this use of force conversation. If you're still in the YouTube, my friend, you totally can.
So essentially anything that can cause serious bodily harm or death
Are we
warrant.
Are we talking? Sorry, are we talking that someone can do to? Oh, you're not in the squad.
Oh, what happened?
There we go. That was weird.
No, I'm still doesn't say I'm with you.
You're not, or you are?
I am not. It says on my screen. 1 second. I'm just gonna.
You are now, but then I joined the game and you're not. That's wild. What's going on?
So like. Like you could honestly go for hours on this use of force thing. Like,
I'm sure lots of people have very different opinions on it too, right?
because like, and I see a lot of comments where like police like shoot and kill people with like weapons, right? And the comments are like, well, why didn't they try talking to them?
Well,
And
like
to those people, I say, shut the fuck up.
there's a very easy response to that because, like, I personally, like, as somebody who isn't exposed to a use of force on a potentially day-to-day or ever basis, really, like in my workplace. I love Britain as an example because Britain is a country where, for instance, there was a terrorist attack and they shot a man on a tourist street because he was running down the street with machetes and being a danger to a lot of people. And it was like, you clearly cannot speak to him. He's not talking to anyone. He's busy trying to murder people. But Britain's a great example because at the same time, they've had other instances of people walking down streets with machetes who weren't terrorists, but they talked to them and figured out that they were just crazy and talked them out of their weapon, or like talked them into being calm enough to tackle them and remove the weapon, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of really good examples of Britain and British police forces. Now it says you left my party, by the way, so you might want to rejoin.
Let me try to...
There's a lot of good examples of British police using non-lethal force in situations where, like the main example is like where their American counterparts would have. But at the same time, like you can see the other side of it where it's like there's a ton of situations where it's like I'm not gonna, like, it's my life in the picture right now. Like I'm not gonna risk the 2 seconds it takes for me to open my mouth and try to speak to this person if this person may stab me in those 2 seconds.
Exactly. Like, for me, like when people are like, oh, well, I would try to talk. No, the fuck you wouldn't.
And it's like, unless you're in that, like, that's why, like, I feel okay with my perspective on the situation because I can kind of get it from both sides and I'm not committed to either side. Which is good because I am not in any fucking position to make that call.
No.
Like, unless I am face to face with that decision and that situation, I'm not someone who's ever going to be able to comment on it. I can sympathize, but I can never empathize with the fucking situation.
Like, for me, it's... I have dealt with that situation. I have been in that scenario. Now, as controversial as it comes, if it comes between me and my life and someone else's life,
you're first.
I would say 95% of the time I will pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Now, the difference is, am I going to try to shoot them in the head? Well, I mean, if they're rushing at me, I'm just opening...
You're just shooting. You're not even aiming at that point, right? Like, you're just like, fuck it, let's go!
Like,
Hope
my
right?
my spread is going to be about the same as how you aim this game.
Your spread is going to be, you hope you practice properly, right? Like, that's the best, like, hopefully training kicks in. Like, that's all you can do, right? You have a second and a half to figure it out. You're not going to sit there and think about it. Well, I got to breathe in. I've got to relax my finger on the trigger. Let me slowly exhale as I slowly push back. Like, no, you don't have time to go through those steps in your head.
No, and like, I think, actually, you know what? You might have heard about this. I'm gonna read you something.
Yeah. I'll mark a recon drop.
Hopefully, the poster has not removed his post.
Uh-oh.
Battle Royale.
I feel like he has, because he's a fucking tool.
Does anyone need this?
Okay, can someone...
Gonna jump in 5, by the way.
Okay.
2, 1, do it.
Okay, so essentially, this guy is arguing against the a ticket that his son received for playing basketball at a basketball court during quarantine, and his son got a ticket. Now, his whole excuse is he's like, well, my son's a good kid and he has diabetes and he needs to work out.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, that's cool and all.
Doesn't need to work out in the basketball court.
no, exactly. Like, your son still broke the fucking law.
That's it, man. There's no, like... Yeah. But I'm 100%... Like, it's super... It's very black and white. And this is coming from somebody, like, I don't necessarily agree with all of the laws, but
you're also not going to break them at the end of the day.
But no, or if I am going to break them, I'm going to accept it. Like, I speed sometimes if I'm driving. I've definitely, and like, yes, there have been a few instances in my life where I have been driving a car down the highway, and had a cop stopped me, he would have had full right to just like take the car away because I was going way too fast. And it's like, and I wasn't being drunk, I wasn't being an idiot, like I was being as safe as I could, and like, yeah, I was being dumb, I was driving too fast. But I wasn't risking anyone's life but my own. And I was also well aware that if a cop stopped me and he asked me how fast I was going, I knew exactly how fast I was going and what the repercussions were. And my stupidity was I was doing a dumb thing, but like I knew the risk. You know what I mean? And had I been stopped, it's like, it's black and white, man. There's laws in play. If you don't like the laws, then vote for someone else.
Did you select sniping again?
No.
Objective updated.
Did it? Oh shoot, did I?
I feel like you did because I'm seeing nothing but snipers.
This does not bode well. Uh-oh.
So he's essentially trying to argue. And, like, he posted on a group. Essentially trying to, like, have people, like, rally with him and be on his side. And everyone's like, nah, man, like, your kid broke the law. Like, what the fuck? Like...
Well, it's like there's a school by my house, and there's a sign posted on like all the entrances and inside the schoolyard, and like it was in the news and in the mail. I think they even sent a flyer about it and stuff. And the school it says it's like you are allowed to. This isn't closed. You are allowed to walk through it. But in terms of recreation, this facility is closed. And it's like anytime there's someone playing basketball, it's like it doesn't matter if you're by yourself. It's closed, dude. They said it was closed. Like
at the end of the day, though, like.
And yeah, maybe it's a stupid rule. Maybe like you're not harming anyone by playing basketball by yourself. Literally, you're socially isolating. You're being safe. You're wearing gloves when you're playing. Like whatever. But it's like no, you can't. Like it's just how
somebody
the
smarter
world
than
works.
you has made a law for a reason.
Yeah. And if you think the law's stupid, and if you think that you're smarter than them and can make better laws, then go into politics or vote for someone different who agrees with you.
But like, it's like, to me, it's like arguing with your parent, right? Like your parent told you not to do things growing
Right?
up.
You lived in their house.
Yeah, exactly.
Their law was, it's like, it's at work. It's like, man, you signed my paychecks. It's a little different because like at work there is still like don't go and sexually harass people in front of me. Like I don't care how much you sign my paycheck. If you smack my coworker's ass, I'm gonna tell someone about it. There's a limit. And like there's a limit. Like it's like, yeah, like I have to respect the speed limit, but if my friend is bleeding out and there's no one else on the road, I am gonna speed. And I'm not gonna fight you on the ticket. I know I broke the law, but like I'm not gonna sit there in court and just shake my head and take it. Like I will explain my situation and be like, I think it's stupid. I think there was no way to get him alive. Like I had to do what I had to do. I'm sorry.
See, and that I get.
But also, like most cops get that, right? Like how many people have been arrested speeding, driving their wife in labor? Not a lot of people.
What was I was gonna say?
Oh, I have a sexy sniper rifle though.
But
it is 100%
this dad's whole thing
sniper
is
rifle.
like, this dad's whole thing is like, well, my kid's diabetic and needs to exercise. And I'm like, I'm calling bullshit because your kid doesn't need to play basketball to exercise. Your kid can fucking go for a jog or like, I don't know.
But also, if
Then
you're okay, by his argument, then it's like, so if you're arguing that your kid has the right to break the law because he's diabetic and needs to play basketball, shouldn't you have argued with like the healthcare professionals or someone else that your kid needed a basketball hoop in the driveway because he was diabetic?
Yeah.
Like, why are you breaking the law now? Why was it not an issue before?
Exactly. Like, what? So what? Your son at like 3 in the morning needed to play basketball. I guess he should break into the YMCA because he's entitled to break the law for his own health.
Yeah, he's diabetic, man. He has to. He's allowed.
Like, and that's where I see that logic. Is like, to what extent are you going to break the law for your kid?
And why is it okay for you to do it and not everybody else? It's like, bro, if your kid needs to play, if your kid absolutely, for whatever reason, like maybe he has some kind of disorder, some dysfunction where he's so like agoraphobic and that one basketball court is the only place where he can be outside and be comfortable. And then get a note from your psychologist and your doctor and like have, you know what I mean? Like there's ways around it if you have to get around it.
At the end of the day, you know what? And like, contact inside.
Right next to you. Yeah. Hit. Can't see through the fire. I'm just pot-shotting. I'm gonna go downstairs just in case.
Okay.
Oh, just kidding. I have a claymore. I'm just gonna put that behind me. Okay, I got a claymore set.
Oh yeah, they're still in there.
Okay, 96. Oh, wow! They're right there. I'm an idiot. I thought you were in front of me. I don't know why. I'm touching out.
Throwing on body armor.
Same.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking rush him.
Wait.
Down for one. Okay, the other's right there.
No scope. Ah, see, I said wait because I hadn't reloaded in time.
I got one down.
No, that wasn't. And I actually got a no scope hit on the other one, which I'm pretty happy about.
So yeah, what I was saying is like,
people are entitled to whatever they fucking want.
Regardless of what your kid's medical condition is, it's a law.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. It's like there's people. My favorite is like working at a grocery store. We have a lineup, right? Because we limit the amount of people inside. And there's literally every single day there's people outside who are like, man, I just need like this one thing. But like I don't want to wait in line for 2 hours because I just need this one thing.
Fuck.
And it's like, well, why didn't you get it before? And it's like, well, I was here on Monday and the line was so long. And it's like, dude, it's gonna be long every day. And like everybody just needs one or two things. Like there's no, like why does your one thing mean you get to go in and no one else does? Why did I suck? Okay. Last one and we'll do the real one because I messed that setup apparently. And then it's my bedtime, bro. I gotta, wake up early. What we got? Should have some messages here. Aww. So we have one of the viewers is actually from Australia. She sent me a little message. First of all, she sent me an adorable message with her puppy in it. Because her puppy wanted to join the conversation. But she was also, she briefly mentioned, she was like, it's totally different in Australia with weapons and security.
See, how come I cannot see your messages?
No, this is a Facebook message. She sent me a personal message.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, she couldn't really send a picture of her dog on YouTube.
No, see, I don't gotta worry about people with weapons in Australia killing me. It's literally everything.
Literally everything that breathes and crawls and moves.
Or being caught on fire. Like... Australia is I'm terrified of Australia.
I lived there for 4 years, man.
Really?
Yeah. And
Huh.
it's funny because when I look back on it, it's like I lived there for 4 years and nothing bad happened to me at all in terms of like being bitten by something or, you know what I mean? Like all the poisonous and venomous stuff that existed, I didn't get hit by a single one, and I was there every single day of my life for 4 years. And like I was a Boy Scout, I was outside, I went camping, and I was a kid too. Like I was like 10 when I lived there, so I was out exploring. I was an idiot, and I survived completely. But then I also think about it, and I'm like, I had friends. Like one of my friends, his younger sister was sitting on the couch in his living room one day and had to get rushed to the emergency room because she was just like watching TV at 4:30 in the afternoon, and a couch spider like bit her and she almost died.
See, you just said couch spider, which makes me think like that sounds like a normal thing for you, a couch spider.
Oh, well, to give you like, okay, we had, so in our house in Australia, we had like a living room and a family room, right? So like the living room was like the TV and like the shitty couch, and then the family room was like bookshelves and a table and couches and stuff. But like we used to hang out in the living room all the time, and when you would come into the living room, there was a rule, because you would walk into the living room and you would have to look in the top left when you walked in and check the corner of the ceiling. And if a big hairy spider was hanging out in the corner of the ceiling, you were good to go in and watch TV. If he wasn't in the corner of the ceiling, that means he was somewhere else in the room and it was not safe to enter.
See, the fact that that's normal for you though scares the fuck out of me. And I would
Totally
not
normal behavior, but yo, I never got bit. But it was just like normal shenanigans for us.
Battle Royale.
That spider would have died the first time I entered the house and I checked the wall.
Nah, you might
Your
have.
position. Move to the safe zone.
No, I would have taken its soul.
Yeah, good luck, man. They're big. They're scary. But no, he was like a pet, but he was also a pet that it's like if you didn't know where he was, you didn't hang out with him.
I would Michael Vick your pet.
Fair. Did you mark a different one? Okay, I'll go to yours.
Oh, I was going to go to yours.
Well, and there's a lot of like I know when I was a scout, because I was a Cub Scout in Canada for a little bit, and I know when we went camping.
Mine.
You talking about this?
Primary objective.
Sorry, I just found an orange box.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Yeah, I know when I went camping with the Cub Scouts in Canada, like we learned about snakes, but we learned like, hey, these are the different types of snakes. These are what the colors mean. These are the safe snakes. These are the bad snakes. And that's what we learned. In Australia...
My only question is, why were you explaining... Like, you sounded like Mr. Garrison just now.
I don't know why. In
like
Australia, when we learned about snakes, and they were like, right, don't touch this fucking snake. All right. And I was like, all right, cool, that's our lesson. They were like, if you see a fucking snake, you bloody run, mate. And that was it. And you were just like, all right, cool. So, like, none of them are friendly? And they're like, nah, none of them be friendly, mate. You're like, all right, sounds good. And that was it. That was it, dude. You didn't, like, question which ones were okay. It's like, same with spiders. It was like, nah, there was no spiders. It wasn't like, these are, like, we learned about the friendly ones after living there for so long because we were like, man, do these all freaking kill us? And they were like, well, actually, these two will only make you really sick. And I was like, sweet.
See, I'm not afraid of snakes because, as bad as it's going to sound, I feel like I can easily kill a snake.
What kind of snake you talking?
The kind that I just step on its face and, like, squish it a little bit.
See, if you want to talk about snakes, I feel like living in, like, literally, like, India or Arizona would both be way more dangerous in terms of snake bites than Australia. In terms of spiders, though, I think you're hard-pressed to beat Australia.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like, I can take a snake.
Oh, so my friend from Australia, she's still watching the video. Jess, how are you, darling? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Because she's loving the conversation on the snakes and spiders in Australia. She just sent me a little message. She's like, with the snake discussion, I've nearly stepped on a red belly while bushwalking. I screamed. So just so we're clear, bushwalking, for us non-Australian people, is just what Australians call hiking. But hiking in Australia is just in the bush, because they don't really have various regions to hike in. It's just all bush. You can go like up and down hills, but you're in hills in the bush. Whereas here you can go like hiking in the mountains, hiking on the hilltops, you know what I mean? So she was hiking and stepped on a red belly, which is like super deadly.
That's is that like a coral snake or something like that?
Think like garter snake size. But worse.
Oh, there's a legendary assault rifle over there, right?
Works for me, man. I'll go grab that.
But no, it's like spiders are fast, right? Like, well, a snake, what he's gonna do? Slither at me?
Well, yo, some snakes are super fast, dude. You kidding me?
Oh,
man. Yeah, some snakes are so fast. It's wild. And like,
I will survive.
Who are they hunting? You? Okay.
Me. Yeah, get in.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's probably who's hunting me.
I feel like you may be correct about that.
Ah, shit.
Oh, I just took gunfire. Oh, I got out. Sorry. I thought we were parked. You pulled into a driveway. I just, like, assumed we were hanging out.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like a spider moves way faster than a snake ever could.
Also, spiders are... snakes are easier to spot, typically.
That too.
Like, yeah, they make camouflage, but, like, no matter what, and no matter their camouflage, a snake will almost always be bigger than a spider.
Where is this guy?
I guess, is he underneath? Is there like a door I'm missing somewhere? Just like walking around the base here. Honestly, the thing that I think is like the scariest thing about Australia, which is ironic because it's probably one of the scarier things about Canada, is the remoteness of the country. Like, if you're out in the bush, you can be out in the bush and literally not be anywhere remotely close to help if something goes wrong.
Oh, I see you, Mr. Campy over there.
I got a squad in front, maybe? 2 people, 1 person? I don't know. Oh, it just looks like there's 1 on me. No, there's 2. They're in the car. Oh, do you think I can get Semtex on them?
I win.
Oh, you beat me to it! I totally got them with Semtex, too. That's
Oh, crap. Inside,
What?
inside.
Where?
Literally this building where you're about to go in. Right there. Right to your right.
In here?
Evaded the enemy track. Good work.
Oh, behind the door. Wow, what a camping little shit. And I didn't realize I had a foul. I thought it was auto. Probably should have looked at what the legendary gun I picked up was. Whoops. Yeah, I guess your brother never joined.
Fight to earn redeployment.
Oh, we're in the same gulag, but we can't fight each other.
Of course we can fight each other. The
Oh, prepare to
fundamental
fight.
right.
Am I first?
Listen up, soldier.
Wow, why'd they put
Win
me?
here and you
They
return
made
to
me
the front
first.
line.
Okay.
But if you lose, you're done. Time to earn your freedom, soldier.
Right side. He's gone right side.
Yeah, I saw him.
Middle.
Got him.
Stand by for redeployment.
Good thing I have 1 bullet left.
Alright, fighting. I'll probably lose.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let me know if you don't, though, because that'd be swell.
Your teammate is redeploying.
Oh, I
Yeah,
won.
buddy. I tell ya.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Oh, yes. Yes, please. Yeah, are you dropping on it? I'm just gonna run to it.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Did you work today?
No, I'm off. Well, I was off for until Monday, but I got pre-booked for a shift. So now I work Sunday
UAV
instead.
overhead.
I worked today, and we got absolutely slammed. It was wild, man. One of our trucks didn't come in last night. So after filling the warehouse, the truck from last night showed up with another 13 skids. And I looked
So-
at him and went, I have no space to put these anywhere. And then went, oh, it's 3:30. I got to go by.
So once everything goes back to normal, are you going to continue with this job, or are you going to like go back to like bartending and whatnot?
So I'm a contract right now. So like my contract does have an end date. In theory, it's up to them whether they want to renew it or not when I'm finished. In terms of me, like I miss bartending, but I like working in an industry where my owners don't treat me like shit and people don't treat me like shit and I get paid on time.
That was, I mean, I don't know. I always had it because like I only worked at like the one bar, right?
Yeah,
So,
and,
like,
and
I had
you,
it pretty
you,
good.
you had a pretty good guy working, right? I've worked for a lot of really crummy, like literally my last restaurant job, I got a, like after Christmas time, he called me the second week of January and told me, we're cutting back hours, so I have no shifts for you this week. Called me the third week of January, said the exact same thing, and then just didn't call me anymore after that. And I went in to pick up my paycheck, and he didn't even speak to me. He just handed me my paycheck, and my vacation pay was on it. And I was like, all right, so I guess I don't work here anymore. Cool, man. Thanks for letting me know like 3 weeks ago. I could have looked for a job. Ooh. We're looking at east, almost direct. And it's like I'm filing my taxes, and it's like one of my employers last year didn't even, like he just paid me under the table for 7 months.
Target right here.
And it's like, man, how am I supposed to, like, I have no taxable earnings on any of that income. And I worked full-time for you for 7 months because you're kind of trash and don't feel like paying your taxes because you just want to make more money. But that's what a lot of the industry is, man. And there's good people out there, don't get me wrong. But a lot of them don't own restaurants. A lot of them just work in them. I think I'm going to wait a few years until one of my friends who gets really rich and wants to like buy a restaurant. And then I'll just be like, hey, you want my 10 years experience behind a bar to help you? Oh, God, on the truck. Jeez. That was brutal, man. He's I can't really describe where he is. He's under the, like, the cliff face. He's running if that's you shooting at him.
Ah,
it is.
fucker.
Alrighty.
We'll be back.
Are you gonna hop off for bed now? Then I guess.
Yeah, that's it for me, my friend. I gotta be up at 5:30 a.m.
Huh? Now you know how I feel.
People gotta get their food, yo.
Well, to you, I say have a good night.
Well, to you, I say thank you for joining me on another quarantine live session.
Yes.
To those watching, thanks for tuning in. Jordan and I will almost definitely be doing another. We gotta keep going with our 7 days to die. We gotta at least make it to 7 days, right? Like, what's the point?
Yes, we'll do that again.
So we will be, yeah, we will do that again for sure. But this was kind of fun too, a little bit more action packed, and I like this because it like in 7 days to die, I feel like I'm very focused on what I'm doing, and sometimes what I'm doing takes a long time. Whereas in this game, it's like I'm focused when there's action happening, but for the rest of it, I can just talk.
See, I think I'm the opposite, where like 7 days to die is just like natural to me. Where this, I actually gotta focus on what I'm doing.
Maybe I need to play more 7 days to die before I get to that point with it.
Yes, you do.
But yeah, we'll do this some more. We got a cool Minecraft server going too, which I want to jump online with some people in at some point. It should be fun.
I'll be down for that.
Yeah, we'll get some stuff going. If you tuned in tonight, thank you. If you co-hosted tonight, thank you. If you commented, sorry I didn't get those comments, but I saw them now. I appreciate that.
And stay home, or when you go home, I'll be underneath your bed waiting for you.
It's a real threat. You got to watch out for Jordans underneath the bed. And I'll end this as I always do. Stay safe, my friends. Stay sane and stay fucking fabulous.
And stay the fuck home.
And now, so I just paused it, so it should be finished. Oh no, it says I'm still on air. Oh, I'm the worst at this. I'm the worst at this. Stop broadcasting. Stay safe, stay sane, stay